Pharaoh had lots of chances. And then God let him live with his consequences. You see, every one of the plagues, every one of them went at something that Egypt worshiped. God seemed to be saying to Pharaoh, listen, I'm going to let you and your idols go as far as they will take you. And let's see how far that is. So the Nile that they worshiped turns to blood. Frogs can't live in that. They leave the Nile, they go into the city. Everywhere there are frogs. Big frogs, small frogs, slimy frogs, wet frogs, dry. I experienced this in a little bit in 9th grade biology class. When one of my classmates unlocked the refrigerator door in biology, and all of those frogs that we were going to dissect later got out of the refrigerator. There were frogs everywhere. Under your desk, in your desk, on your legs, on your hands, behind the refrigerator, and we didn't find all of them. So they died. Then we had the flies, just like the Bible says. Had it all in 9th grade biology class. Every one of them. One of the goddesses of Egypt has the head of a frog. One of the gods of Egypt has the head of a fly. And the last one is Pharaoh himself. He is the son of Ra, the great sun god. And my son is the grandson of Ra. And when I die, he'll be the son of Ra, and he'll be the sun god's child who rules Egypt. And God says, let's see. So let me ask you this. Pharaoh, if God was to come to you, what idol would he attack? Two things. One, God's not going to let the wrong person pretend to be king. Two, he's not going to let his people stay in slavery. Now, what we've done in postmodern, post-truth and all that, we have divided the world into two spheres. There's a secular sphere, that's science, that's finance, that's all that. It has its own rules, its own kingdoms, and its own idols. We have the spiritual sphere, that is values, that's religion, and the two don't have anything to do with each other. So you live this way on Sunday, and you worship these gods on Monday. When did God give up that secular sphere? When did God give up being Lord of finance, being Lord of creation? It never works out well when the wrong person pretends to be king. He's Lord of it all. And let's be honest. If the Lord was to confront you and me here in Williamson County, it'd be money. We work hard. We deserve what we get, right? We've earned it. It's important that we live certain places, important that we keep up certain images. It's important to have that first impression. And you've been in situations and you've known that money can't take care of you no matter what, but you keep on putting it off. And you harden your heart until the time comes when God makes the choice for you. Do you know how many conversations I've had with people who would look back over their life and tell me, I would trade everything I have to get my family back. I would trade everything I have to get my health back. don't know. You chose. And God will let that idol take you as far as it will take you. But there's some places it can't take you. So how many chances do you get? Do you know the best news out of this story today? I know I cut it off short. The last verse we were going to read today was verse 7. Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron was 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. It took God 80 years to get Moses ready to lead this moment. 80 years, 40 years growing up in Pharaoh's court, 40 years learning how to live in the desert. 80 years and you're finally ready to lead. 80 years old and Moses has not run out of time. Maybe you and I haven't either. So how about it, Pharaoh? I don't know how many more chances you have. I know you have this one.